All right, we're recording. This is going to be the review for the test tomorrow. Let's start from the very, very beginning when it's one dimension, two dimensional, three dimensional figures, and how that progresses from one to the next. I want you to see how we're just building upon what we've learned. It's not separate. The area and the volume are not separate. The perimeter and all that stuff, they're all together. So we'll start with just one line, right? Let's draw a line from here to here. And let's pretend that that is actually 2 inches. What dimension is this? 1, right? It's a one-dimensional figure. And it has only one measurement, right? How about this time? Let's make it blue. Let's say that this is 3 inches and this is 3 inches. What dimension is it? 2-dimensional, right? It's a flat figure too, remember. So for the first one, we just put the measurement is 2 inches, right? For this one, if I want to find the area, what do I do? Base times height divided by 2, right? So 3 times 3? 9. 9 divided by 2? Isn't it 4.5? It's 4.5. What kind of inches? Squared. And for this, it's just one measurement, right? For this one, it's area. Area. For the area, our answer is in inches. I mean, in squared, right? Right? It's two-dimensional. Two-dimensional figure. The most we can find with those is the area. Now we move on to a three-dimensional figure. I'm going to have a fun time trying to draw this one because I don't think we have any. We don't. I know what I'm going to do. Nope. Duh. Let's make it red. Line. Make them red too. Well, what do you think it is? No, I'm not. Hang on. I'll extend it in a minute. No, it's not. Darn it. That's fine. That's behind it. You can't see it, right? All right. So that is going to be a, what kind of dimension? 3D, right? So we have a three-dimensional figure. And the most we can find with that is volume, correct? Yes. Volume. So let's pretend that the measurements are the following, that we have, that is, this is 4 inches, and this is 4 inches, and this is 6 inches. So what is the volume? What do we do? 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 16? 96? Yeah. 96, what kind of inches? Cubic inches. It's 3D, so we say cubic. I want you to notice something that's just for you that it might help you, that this 2 is the same thing as this 2 for a 2D figure, right? This 3 is the same thing as that 3 for that 3D figure. In case you forget, you see a figure is 3D, the volume should be with that cubic thing on top, right? That's how all of these are related. We're just adding to it. For the pyramids, I'm going to use one of these. This might not work the way that I want it to, but let's try. All right, that's a pyramid, right? So, yeah, I know. So for this one, the formula is area will be base times, well, let's use length times width. Length times the width, right? Divided by 2. For this one is, the volume is length times width times the height, right? Or, well, we just say area of the base times the height, correct? Capital B times the height, which is area of the base times the height. The difference between that one and the next one, what is it? For the volume of this thing over here. Divided by 3. That's it. Area of the base times the height divided by 3. That's all we're doing that is different. That's it. Yes. Yes, I wanted to explain that, guys. Oh, hang on. I'm glad that you pointed that out. Guys, don't lose me here. On your IXL and on the agenda, it says 1/3 times area of the base times the height. Right? Area of the base times the height. How do I turn that into a fraction? Hang on. How do I turn this into a fraction? Area, part over 1, right? We know how to multiply fractions, right? We just multiply across. 1 times all of this gives me all of that, right? 3 times 1, 3. Isn't this much easier than all this madness? Keep it the way that I just showed you. It's a lot more simpler. Yes. You find the area of the base of the prism. Yeah. Area of the base means you find the area of the base. That's it. That's a capital B, yes. I will place the formulas for the test on the board, so you'll be good. All right. For the sphere, which is a big sphere, obviously, the formula is this one: 4/3 times pi times r cubed. Oh, times height. For the sphere, doesn't it look crazy when you have to multiply that times all of that? We use the same thing. Put it over 1 and just say 4 times that will be 4 pi r cubed times h all over 3. And that's it. It makes it easier than having to multiply by a fraction. I'm sorry? That's the volume for the sphere. If you're still having trouble with the exponent, thinking you multiply by 2 or by 3, then write it out as 4 times pi times r times r times r times h. In other words, write r 3 times to remind you that you're multiplying by the r each time. Are we following? Yes. Whatever I boxed. All right, let's do a couple on IXL. What do you mean, no? On IXL, oh, there you go. Oh, not that one. Let's go, move. I did. I think I have to refresh it. The what? No, I just put it on the so I can skip it. Yeah, it'll give you the wrong answer, but hang on, let me pause this thing. I hope you understood the ones that you did at home. So we're gonna go over this one and then we'll jump into spheres. I can't wait until this thing gets it together. It's stupid. We need better internet service here. Anyway, what were the measurements of that one? So here's what I expect. I just want to make this very clear. Um, Here's what I expect. Tomorrow on the test, I need you to solve the problems this way. You're going to have the formula, you're going to have everything. Let's say I just gave you that figure and the measurements, and you're going to say the volume is equals to area of the base times the height divided by 3. That's how you started. I want to see that. And let me say that very, very clearly. If I don't see everything that I'm going to put on the board right now, I'm going to count your answer as wrong. So be very, very detailed. And then you're going to write it again. The area of the base for that is a rectangle, right? So you're going to put length times width, close the parentheses, you have to get that done first, times the height divided by 3. And then you're going to plug the numbers in. What is the length? And the width? Oops. 8. And then close it. What is the height? 15. Then you divide it all by 3, correct? And I know you look like you keep writing the same thing over and over again. You're not. You're actually putting it in order. That way you can check yourself and you can easily see if you make a mistake or if it's going the right way. Multiply that, what do you get? 40. Slowly. And then again, I know you're like, I keep writing this thing over and over again. You are, but it's to keep you in order. What do you get here? 600. And you divide it by 3. 200. Yes, you do. And if you don't, I'm going to mark it wrong. I hope this is very clear. I'm doing this because I need to make sure that you understand every single step and that you're not skipping, yes. And I don't want to see you work all over the place. Sometimes I go and look at your work and you're like, did I get it right? And I'm like, what am I looking at? Because you have all these calculations everywhere and I don't know. So I want to see this on the right side, wherever it is, in that order. And then on the left side, I want you to find the area and the volume. Where is the area of the base? Which is what? 40, right? Once you finish working out the parentheses, you know you got your area. So you're going to put it on here. 40, and what kind of feet is it? Squared is the area. Is the area. You only use cubic when you find the volume. Please don't forget that, because if you get the feet wrong, the units of measurement wrong, I'm going to mark it wrong. Even if you got the right number. You need to know what you're talking about. The area and the volume are two different things. And the volume, I need it right here, as in cubic feet, right? The area is 1 point. The volume is the second point. The work is the third point per question. Probably from like 10 to 15. So you have plenty of points, but you don't mess them up. 10 to 15, because you're using a calculator. So because you're using a calculator, there is no work on the side. I do want to see this, though. I want to see how it's flowing, and they understand the step-by-step process. So you don't have to, but I would advise you do, because once you get to the cones and cylinders and spheres, that's going to run into 3.14. I'm going to show you in a minute. So let's not pretend. Oh, yeah, let's pretend that this is a sphere. Kind of like a sphere. And that the diameter of that sphere is 10. Diameter is 10 inches. And I'm asking you for the volume and also the area, right, of the circle, of the sphere, pretending that when it's flat, it's going to give you an area, right? Actually, for that one, I just want the sphere. I don't want anything else. I mean, the volume. So what is the formula for the volume? I'm going to put R times R times R times H, right? I'm putting it 3 times to remind you that it's not R times 3. It's R times R times R. And I know a lot of you have trouble with that one. So, and it's all divided by 3, right? So I'm going to fill it in. 4, yes. It's part of, that's the formula. That's the whole formula. That's the whole formula. I have not added anything. That's the formula. Now the value would be 4 times 3.14 times 5 times 5 times 5. What is the height? It did have H, right? Can you, can you see, can you look in the in the book? In the agenda, I'm pretty sure it had H. I'm sorry. Does it say H for the volume? No, there's no H. What am I saying? Sorry. I'm like, that would be the thing again. Sorry. Yeah. So that's all you get. I apologize. There is no H in that one. I was like thinking, well, what? That doesn't have an H. Anyway, yes. The diameter will be the height. Go ahead. Radius times radius times radius. That's diameter. 10 is the diameter. Half of it is the radius, right? So 5 is the radius. Yeah, if they give you the radius already, then you don't have to divide anything. You just use the radius. But I'm giving you the diameter. That means you have to divide by 2, right? So, and then you divide all up by 3. I don't know why I put H on it. That's stupid. Okay. Anyway, so let's work out with this one first. So 4 times 3.14. Take it piece by piece. This is a lot. So 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 525, right? No, 125. 125, right? All divided by 3. And now let's take it easier again. 4 times that. Always do the decimal at the very end because it's easier. You don't have to this crazy calculation. What is 4 times 125? Is it 500? 500 and then times 3.14 all divided by 3. I'm going to do it right here. 3.14 times, oops, what am I doing? 3.14 times 500. Isn't that it? No, there's a decimal there. So it'll be 20 carry 2. Oh, that's not right. What am I doing? What is wrong with me today? So that'll be 7 and that'll be 15, right? Are you following? Good. So that would be 1570 divided by 3, right? And that will give you your volume. Man, that's a long calculation. So 5703, that'll be 507, that'll be 2, that'll be 3. You can already tell, right? So you're gonna use the calculator for anything you want, but I still want to see all this. No, you don't have to show any on the right side. I want to see all the stuff that I wrote on the left side. 23 point, and then that's repeating, so put that over there. And this is inches cubic. I mean, right? Cubic inches. There you go. That's what I expect to see for the sphere. I know it's a lot of work, but if you plug in the numbers correctly and do step by step in the way that it is, you should be fine. Because you're just following directions, basically. You don't do it on that one. No. Any questions on it? Don't forget, again, I'm sorry that this computer decided not to function with me today. Because I had other stuff. I had more practice problems on IXL to do with pyramids. But don't forget to do that at home. Just remember that the pyramids are the same thing as the prisms. Find the area of the base, multiplied by the height, and divided by 3. The only extra step is divided by 3, right? And that's it, nothing more. That's going to be for your homework, which is the same thing as studying, basically. Again, this is what I want to see for your responses on the test, and I want the answers on the side. I don't think I have anything else extra. The what? Oh yeah, because I lied. I didn't lie intentionally. I just was. I don't know what I did. The what? No, the what? What? What about it? Oh, darn it. All right. Bye, guys.